In today's video, boys, we made 1.5 million MT off of sniping, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how we did that and what dark matters we ended up getting. So guys, like I said, we are going to be going over how I made that MT, the filters I used, and the snipes we ended up getting. And let's just say we got some pretty insane snipes that you guys are going to see. Now, obviously, this video has taken me a minute to record. It's been probably like 2-3 days that I've been on the filters, just straight sniping, trying to see how much MT we can make. And after a while, I did end up getting enough snipes to where I feel, comfortable posting this video now because we made a decent amount of MT. Now, obviously, it is going to be way too many snipes to go over one by one. So we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do 3 categories. The first category is kind of like the lower tier snipes, so the snipes that I made like less than 50k profit on, we're gonna run through all of those first. Secondly, we're gonna run through kind of the mid-tier snipes where we go over like 100k profit, 150k profit off of each snipe. And then of course at the very end of the video, so stay tuned, we are going to be going over the top 5 snipes, the snipes that basically made me the most amount of MT. So stay tuned till the very end to find out what we got. Let's just say we got some pretty crazy snipes in today's video, and we're gonna get right into it. I want to show you guys what we ended up getting. Let's jump into the video, man. Let's go. So boys, we are going to get started with the low tier of snipes. Now, I'm not going to talk about each and every single one of these snipes. These are just snipes that we didn't make more than 100k off of. So basically like 50, 80k, even like 20k, some of them that I ended up getting and flipping for a quick profit. Again, small profit adds up even on the dark matter filter. And the dark matter filter I was using throughout this entire process was the dark matter enable filter. So if you guys don't have it, I mean, that is the filter I was using. I just want to let you guys know. But again, we're going to get into all the snipes. Honestly, I'm not going to go over them one by one. You guys are just going to see like, a quick little slideshow of all of them popping up. There's just way too many of these low tier snipes that aren't even that important to go over. So you guys are going to see them on the screen. There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of like Zach LaVine's, Magics, Hardens, just cards like that aren't insane snipes but are still snipes regardless. And I still wanted them share them with you guys. So you guys are going to be able to see those snipes on the screen right now. And again, we just had a ton of dark matter snipes over the past couple of days. I have been sniping a lot, and yes, before you even say it, yes, we did miss a ton of snipes as well, but I'm not going to really include them into the video, maybe at the end, so stay tuned. But for the low tier snipes, you guys see everything that's on the screen. That's pretty much everything that we ended up getting. I might have missed a few here and there, but honestly, nothing too important. It was just a small profit snipe, so 20 to 50k or 70,000 MT profit on each of these cards, and that does add up over time, and it did definitely contribute to the 1.5 million MT we made in total over the past couple of days. So shout out to all those low tier snipes. They add up. Can't go wrong with them. Let me know what your favorite was from that batch of cards, and let's move in to kind of the mid-tier snipes and go over those real quick as well. So boys, taking it up a notch, we are going to go into tier 2, which is the mid-level snipes that we ended up getting over the past couple days that contributed to the total of the 1.5 million MT profit that we ended up making. Now, obviously, these snipes right here are still pretty decent. There's cards such as, Dark Matter Kobe, Dark Matter T-Mac, PG, cards like this that we ended up getting that, to be honest, in my opinion, are still very, very solid snipes. Again, they don't qualify for that top tier snipes because obviously, getting an insane snipe is something where you're making, in my opinion, over 200-300k on that individual snipe. So definitely not an insane snipe, but some of these mid-level snipes are definitely very, very good still. And as you guys can see on the screen, man, we definitely did end up getting a lot of those as well, and these added up very, very quickly. If I'm making at least like 100k a pop on a snipe like this, I definitely got a lot of these as well. Obviously, you guys saw some of them just, roll through the screen. But again, man, all I gotta say is this was not an easy process. This was not a simple process. It was not, quick process either. Obviously, I spent a lot of time on the filters over the past couple of days. I was just trying to see how much MT I can make in basically the least amount of time. So in 3 days, 1.5 million MT in profit is, pretty decent in my opinion. And again, I did also get very, very lucky on some of the snipes that you're going to see in the high end tier. Those are the snipes that I truly, really needed to get to that 1.5 million. But all of these mid tier and low tier snipes also helped out a ton. So you guys saw those. You guys saw the low tier. You saw the mid tier. I didn't go over anything individually. You guys just saw them roll by the screen. Now is the fun part. We are going to get into the insane snipes that we ended up getting, probably like the top 5 of the past couple days, where we made our bulk of the MT that we ended up making. So let's jump into that. I'm excited for this, man. Let me show you guys what we ended up getting. So guys, moving in to the high tier, the GOAT snipes that we ended up getting, we are going to start off with a very, very good one right here. This actually ended up happening right at the end of the Bucks series. When the Bucks ended up losing the series, I got on the filters and I was just refreshing it. I had just finished watching the game, sat on the filters, and you guys are going to see it on the screen if you didn't see it already. I did end up getting myself a Dark Matter Giannis for 100,000 MT. So that card right there was definitely a huge snipe, probably one of the biggest snipes in today's video, but we did get a few other snipes that kind of contend with this one, so stay tuned to find out who they are. But Giannis, 100k, cannot go wrong with that. Ended up selling him for over 500,000, as you guys can see on the screen. A huge amount of MT on one snipe. Honestly, probably one of my best snipes of the year so far as well. So guys, the next snipe we ended up getting on the GOAT tier of snipes, we actually ended up getting a power within snipe, and you guys know those power within cards go for a ton of MT because first of all, they're rare, and second of all, we haven't really seen them in packs in a minute. And I did actually end up getting something that I have missed previously in the past, probably a few times on the filters already, and I ended up getting myself a nice little dark matter power within LeBron James, as you guys can see on the screen right now, man. Not too bad of a snipe. I'm not sure if I have the screenshot of how much this card sold for. I believe it was around like 250 to 300,000 MT, so I would consider it honestly a GOAT snipe, and I did kind of get screwed out on the price it actually sold for. I put it up at the wrong time, so it didn't sell for as much as it could have. I saw these cards going for like 300k all day long, and to be honest, I could have definitely got a lot more for that card right there if I had just put it up at the right time, but I'm not complaining. Power within LeBron, definitely one of the rarest cards that you can actually snipe in the game. All those power within cards are very rare, and pretty much all of them are very expensive as well. So LeBron James, not too bad. GOAT snipe number 2 of the video, and let's move into the next one because it only gets better from here, man. So guys, the next snipe on the GOAT tier of snipes that we ended up getting was actually a very confusing one. You guys see it on the screen right now. It was actually a Wilt Chamberlain base, unsigned Wilt Chamberlain, and to be honest, I had no idea when I actually sniped this card that it actually had an extra Hall of Fame badge on it. So this extra Hall of Fame badge, whatever it was, I did not check. I didn't even notice that it actually had an extra Hall of Fame badge. All I know is I put the card up overnight, I believe it was overnight, and I ended up waking up to a huge amount of MT for this Wilt Chamberlain. You guys are going to see it. I believe it was like 250k that this card ended up selling for, which is just ridiculous. This card was going for like 150k, so 250k was crazy. I have no idea what badge was put on it to, you know, increase its value by 100k, but you guys can let me know down below. Leave your guesses in the comments. Let me know what badge you think was on this card to, you know, increase it by 100k, because that is definitely ridiculous. I was not expecting that. That would have been a low tier snipe, but in my opinion, it definitely fits the criteria for a GOAT snipe because, hey man, 150k profit off one card is not bad at all, and it's not bad at all when you think you're getting a low tier card or a low tier snipe and you get a high tier snipe just because it had an extra badge on it. And I didn't even personally know about it, so hey man, I'm not complaining at all. Guys, another high tier card I ended up sniping. I'm gonna roll the clip on the screen. I actually thought it was another card from this set when I first got it because I wasn't really paying attention. I was watching something in the background, and of course, if you guys know that card art and that card design, I honestly thought it was a Kevin Durant when I first got it, but it was the next best thing. Kristaps Porzingis, cannot go wrong with that at all. To be honest, this card right here is very expensive. I believe I sold it for over 250,000 once again, so definitely on the GOAT snipe list, one of the better snipes we got in the video. I'm not complaining with the 150k profit, and again, I could have got a lot more for it, but I actually sold this card when super packs dropped, so it's kind of just bad timing. It might have gone for a little bit more, but again, I'm not getting greedy. I will take my 150k profit. Shout out to whoever got that card, and shout out to whoever put it up. I was definitely lucky to get that because as you guys saw in the clip, the bid was actually 500, so I mean, I was kind of doing a different filter, and honestly, it worked out just fine. So shout out to KP, and let's move into the next card because the next one is definitely one of the best as well. Now guys, this next snipe right here actually caught me very off guard, and I have no idea why this happened, but it is another very rare card. It is another power within dark matter snipe, and you guys are going to see the clip on the screen right now. I ended up getting myself a Steph Curry for 100,000 MT, and at first I had no idea if this card was going to, you know, go for over 200k. To my surprise, when it ended up ending on auction, I actually ended up getting, I believe it was like 340k or somewhere in the 300s for this card, which is honestly ridiculous. Definitely one of the more expensive cards that we ended up sniping in today's video as well. Probably number 2 or number 3 if I'm not mistaken. I believe Giannis was first, then maybe Curry, and then maybe LeBron after that. But honestly, shout out to that Steph Curry. Shout out to whoever bought it. Maybe the biggest Warriors fan was on the, you know, auction house that day. I have no idea. All I know is I got 340k for it. I can't be mad at all. I'll take my profit and move. So guys, that wraps up the GOAT tier of snipes in today's video as well. Those are pretty much all the snipes that kind of, you know, accumulated, and I ended up going all the way to 1.5 million MT in about 3 days. I didn't even have an idea of what video I wanted to make. I just wanted to snipe, and I kind of compiled 3 days of sniping into a video. So if you guys enjoyed it, drop a like down below. Hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. We are on the grind to 70k, and I will catch you guys in the next video tomorrow. New season dropping the day before, you know, this video goes up. So, hey man, stay tuned. Plenty of content coming up, plenty of bangers, plenty of snipe challenges. Leave a like, hit that sub button. Check the video out on the screen right now if you haven't, and I will catch you guys in the next one, man. I love you. Stay safe, stay blessed. I'll see you then. Peace.